Welcome to the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen, where we share gourmet recipes at a low-budget wonder. Now check this out.
Here I've got several hothouse tomatoes, yellow onions, some garlic, green bell pepper, Anaheim pepper, and jalapeno. I've also got some fresh cilantro and a lime, along with my favorite seasonings, cumin and smoked paprika. And these fresh vegetables, along with a few other ingredients, will make the best fire-roasted salsa. But it's important to cut your onions in half. Give those layers a chance to absorb that smoke. Now outside I've already heated the grill to about 350 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and start dropping down those tomatoes. And I'm going to go ahead and fill the entire grill up with all of the peppers and onions and make sure there isn't any part of this grill left that isn't cooking something. So I'll be making a lot of salsa. I don't want to waste that gas on just a few vegetables. Now when it comes to the onions, I take the cut side down first. That way those layers can absorb all that smoke. And for the next 25 to 30 minutes, I'll be flipping these vegetables back and forth about every 5 minutes. I always tend to check the peppers first. They roast quicker than the other vegetables. So if they're ready, flip them quickly. These jalapenos are doing alright. And the Anaheim are looking really good as well. But as you may or may not know, every grill is different. You gotta pay attention to the hot spots, the colder spots, and really just know which to flip over and which to leave a while. More color means more flavor, but that doesn't mean you should burn them up either. Just lay down some nice grill marks like these onions have here, and it will add plenty of flavor to your salsa. Now let's check in on the tomatoes, and these are looking pretty good. The thing about tomatoes is, they'll pop if you overcook them, and you don't want to lose all that juice to the grill. You want to save that for your salsa, so don't overcook your tomatoes. So this is pretty much what you're looking for. You can cook them on your grill, you can cook them over an open fire, and technically you could do it under a broiler. The important thing is that you don't overdo it. When they're done, they should look something like this. The onions look good. Check out these Anaheim. See, they got nice color on all sides. This jalapeno isn't quite done. That's no big deal. You can just throw it on the grill and let it cook a little longer. But this one looks great. So we'll go ahead and throw that in the bowl. And these bell peppers look good enough to me. You can cook them longer if you want, but I'm going to go with it. And check out these tomatoes. Now, these tomatoes don't have a lot of color, but they're hot and they're cooking inside. And you don't want them to pop. In fact, as you load them into a bowl and let them rest a little bit, cool down enough for you to handle them with your hands, you're going to lose a lot of that juice to the bowl. But that's a good thing. You can add that to your salsa. And cleanup on the grill is a cinch. Now here's my formula. To every 2 tomatoes, I add 2 onions. Then I add 1 bell pepper, 1 Anaheim, 1 jalapeno, and several cloves of garlic. But there's still a little prepping to do. You want to pull all of the stems out of your peppers. And you can decide whether you want to leave all the seeds in there or not. You know that's going to provide the heat. Some are a little bit harder to pull out than others. You can use a knife if you want. There, I got it. Now here I've got some Mexican oregano and a molcajete, which is usually used, traditionally, to smash up your salsa. But mine's not big enough, so I'm going to drop all those peppers into my food processor instead, along with the garlic. The onions need to be peeled as well. I usually pull off 2 of the outside layers. Add those to the mix. If you're using large tomatoes, like these hothouse tomatoes, you want to cut out the center. It's a really hard core and it's not really pleasant to eat. Now the tomatoes will pretty much fill up the rest of the food processor, but there's a few other ingredients we need to add to the mix. Fresh cilantro, gonna wring out some fresh lime so we can add that juice to the mix. Some cumin, some smoked paprika, and some chicken bouillon. And you want to salt and pepper sparingly because the bouillon is already a little bit salty, so add according to taste, which you'll be able to do as soon as everything's blended. About 10 seconds is all you'll need to get this consistency here. Now we'll do the taste test. And this is where I also decide if I want to add the oregano. Sometimes it doesn't mix well with the cilantro, but I'm going to go ahead and add it in. But that'll be entirely up to you, whether or not you want to hand mix this in or not. But I can honestly say that the taste is incredible. And you know this looks amazing, so don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Now just serve with corn chips, and definitely one of my margaritas. Whether you like frozen or on the rocks, my recipes are the best. And there you have it, fire roasted salsa, right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.